Feels like forever, man. Feels
like it's been a minute.
Yeah, it feels like forever.
Uh-huh.
It's been, what, 2-3 weeks? Is that it?
Yeah, I think 3 weeks since we recorded, and then...
we missed last week.
Yeah. We in post last week, or this week.
So I got a call from my mom, was like, you got to get out here. Your grandma's not doing so hot, so I caught the first flight I could back to Detroit. Kicked it with my grandmother, who had cancer. And she was smoking for 80 years. So, not 80, she was 80 years old and smoked Pall Malls since she was fucking 15. You know what I'm saying?
Non-filter?
Yeah, non-filter Pall Malls.
Non-filter Pall Mall.
Yanktown's finest. Born and raised in Pontiac, you know what I'm saying?
Pall Mall.
So she had the cancer bad. And I was out there with her a week, and it was... Then right when I was about to fly back, she passed, so I stayed.
Yeah.
I stayed for that. And that's why there was no For Really, because...
For 2 weeks, we weren't able to record.
Yeah, we were a little backed up.
Yeah, so we burnt through those episodes. But 80, she was 80 on the money?
She went out like a G. Yeah, she just turned 80. She was like, she wasn't complaining or nothing like that. She was just like, yo. She was like, yeah, it got me. I had fun doing it.
Right. All right, see, you got to love that. You got to love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she did it, you know?
What the shit I don't like is like the fat ass that sues McDonald's for being a fat ass, or like sues the smoking company for the cigarette company because they got cancer.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Right. I don't care what the fuck I don't care what the ads say. Like, if you waking up hacking, like, something's not going right.
Right. You're coughing up fucking brown shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is.
You wheezing, going up the steps. Like, you know what the fuck that's not from orange juice, bro.
Right. You know, and then usually in those cases, man, you know what I mean? Like, they build up symptoms. Like, it doesn't like go straight to cancer.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, other shit happens before.
Right.
You know?
No, yeah, you're not just chilling in that. Cancer.
Boom, you got cancer. You know what I'm saying?
Don't always get surprise cancer. You know what I mean? Poof, cancer.
There it is. It is.
It was it was tough though, man. Seeing her, that chemo is the devil. Just seeing chemo, all this money, these fucking pink ribbons and the fucking the little yellow armbands, all this shit for cancer. Billions of dollars, and chemo is the best shit you can give an 80-year-old woman. This
right.
is billions of dollars later.
And basically they're telling them, like, this is just going to prolong your shit for a little bit. You know?
It'd kill me, dude. Like, and you know what? She made her own. She made the choice. She made her own decision. She did what she thought was best. But it didn't work, and she passed.
I mean, honestly, man, I can't, knock anybody for living the way they want to live, and and then dying the way they want to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit.
That's how it is. But you're not gonna see me. All I'm saying is you're not gonna see me at no motherfucking cancer walk. I'm not jogging for cancer. I'm not fucking donating a goddamn dime to cancer. I don't give a fuck.
I can't see you doing that.
That's that bitch. It's like, I got, I'm sure you too, everybody's got family members that cancer took them out.
Yeah.
That shit is blood money, though, man. They over here getting their money off of, like, my misery.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, man. It was weird, man. As much as I like fucking opiates and stuff, like, there was a gang of morphine at the crib, and my uncle's talking about taking the morphine back with him and shit. And my other uncle's like, I don't know, man. And like they bringing me in on it, like, hey, what's up? We got that morphine. My one uncle was, and I just like, as much as
this is after
this
she's
is
gone.
It was after she passed.
Okay,
because she got to come home. And I couldn't talk about any of this on the air because while you're going through it, man, there's a level of, it's like it's our business. You know what I mean? Like, that's my grandma's business. This is it's her business. And I had aunties, like great aunts, posting that shit on Facebook, like, pray for her. Like, motherfucker, don't tell nobody about our God.
No.
This shit is after the fact. I needed to explain to people why I was gone from work for a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was something that I dealt with. You know what I mean? So, like, now I feel comfortable talking about it. I'm not really even talking out of turn. Like, this is just common shit.
Right.
But, like, after my grandma passed, my uncle talking about, like, taking the morphine back with him just in case someone else needs some morphine. And I'm like, all right.
Like who?
I guess he hangs out with people that get gunshot wounds and shit. I don't know. I'm looking at him like, whatever you need to do, bro.
Whatever you need to tell yourself.
I'm not getting, like,
For real,
as
bro.
much as I like getting high, I'm not getting high off of my grandma's cancer.
Yeah.
That said, I wouldn't throw it away either. Like, I could give it to somebody, like, here, man, you can have this shit. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Like, if you were into morphine, I'd give it to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just can't. Me, myself, am not getting high off of my grandma's pain.
Yeah.
We're like a couple steps away. God bless you. Like, get as fucked up as you want. Like, it's not your grandma, but like, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's kind of weak, man.
And that's what I mean with the fucking these cancer shits. It's you just donate to cancer. Donate to cancer. What is donating to cancer? What has it done? Like, someone tell me.
Where are we at now with it, right?
We're in the same place as the 80s, dog. Or when did chemo come out? Is that shit, like, they're still dropping chemo, man? Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's the holistic methods, but none of that shit is like tried and true,
Man, honestly, and everyone's got their own opinion, but and who knows? I don't know where I'm gonna be at in 50 years from now, where my brain is gonna be. But if I'm 80 years old, they're like, "Hey, man, you got a hell of a lot of cancer." I'm like, I might drink some natural juices, keep rocking out until it gets too painful, and then I'll kill myself.
Yeah. I mean, like, for me, we talked about this, but for me, 80 is good money, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a long time.
But here's the deal. Like, it's easy to say, hey, man, it's good money when it's not your life.
Yeah. It's true, but like I told you, like, in my family, man, dudes do not get that old. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be lucky if I get 70. You know what I'm saying?
I bet you will. I bet you will.
We'll see. You know what I'm saying?
You're
see.
Eating, but like, different. It's a different lifestyle.
Yeah. It's a different time. But yeah, they don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times the dudes in my family, like, they don't make it past their 60s.
You'll get. I put money that you'll get past.
I think
60s.
the oldest was like 69. It's so fucking lowbrow.
The other shit that killed me about this whole experience that I really haven't got a chance to see firsthand is just the business of medicine, man. It's like, they were running tests. Like, my grandma's exhausted, and they're just, we need to test this, we need to test that, we need to doing tests for the sake of tests, and every time it's a test. It's not. This isn't like a free on the house test.
No.
It's like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Every time they run in there, they give her a fucking painkiller, Ativan, any of that shit. They swipe. She's got a fucking barcode on her wrist, on her bracelet, and they're ringing it up like at like Marshalls. They got one of them guns like at fucking at a grocery or at like a department store. Zit, 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 zit.
Just taxing her
every fucking time. Every time.
Yeah. That's the industry, man. That's the industry. That's what it's all the fuck about, man.
And they'll stretch you out. They'll stretch you the fuck out as long as you want to get stretched. If there's some money in the bank, they will stretch you the fuck out, boy.
You remember when I was I'm 27, You know what I'm saying? And I go in because I go in for a physical. You know what I'm saying? I go in for a physical. Now, the night before, I had drank a fifth of vodka and like a fifth of rum. You know what I'm saying? Like, not by myself. I crushed it with like 2 other people. But, you know, the night before, I go in for this physical the next day, and he's like, you know, you got what looks like high blood pressure. You know, and I told him, like, one, I'm a smoker, man, and I drank 2 fists of, you know, some hard liquor last night. You know what I'm saying? So, like, maybe that's what it is. I don't know if it would show like this. Now, I understand he's a doctor, but, like, he's like, I don't know if it would show up like this. And we're being pretty aggressive with this now. And so we're going to put you on this medication and this special diet. So I had to go on this 2% sodium diet. They gave me these fucking pills, you know.
I remember that, yeah.
Blood pressure pills and shit. Fucked my dick all up.
Did
you know
it?
What I'm saying?
What
Yeah,
did it do
man.
to your
Like,
penis?
yeah, like I couldn't fuck. You know what I'm saying? My shit would not get hard. You know, while I'm on this medication, I lost crazy weight. Lost crazy weight because of the diet and the fucking water pills that they had me on. You know what I mean? And I was on that shit for, you know, probably like 6 months.
What's that like? I always like, I don't, so much of my like my shit I do revolves around my penis and like even my self-esteem.
Yeah,
is like a big part of that comes from my penis.
Yeah,
what's that like? Just being out of the game for 6 months.
It was sad. It was fucking terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Depressing.
It's fucking terrible.
What's he doing? Just eating asshole?
You
just eating asshole and apologizing? I'm sorry.
And I'm on the fucking road, okay? I'm on the fucking road. You know what I'm saying? And
so you got
like,
groupies.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like having to explain myself to random bitches.
Did you? Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, listen, they got me on this medication.
Let's see if it works. Would you have to be like, yo, it usually doesn't work, but let's just give it a try? That type of deal?
You know, I'd still do it. You know what I'm saying? I'd still do it, but like, when I failed.
Did you have to squeeze the base of your dick and fuck them with the head?
I let them do it. You know what I'm saying? Just look, you get on top and whatever you can make happen, make it happen.
Oh, man.
You know, but no, that was not good for my self-esteem. That fucked my shit up.
Oh, my God. That's the worst. That fucking sucks, dude.
You know, and then I go in for the follow-up. You know, 6 months later, and of course, oh, yeah, clean bill of health. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. I told you I was good, man. You know what I mean? I told you I was good. I told you that I had that fucking liquor the night before. Mm-hmm. And so that put my readings off, you know, but I never went to medical school.
It's tainted. Your shit was tainted. And he knew it was tainted, but guess what?
But he's got to sell some fucking pills.
Yeah, because he wants to go on a cruise at the end of the year or get some free things. Mm-hmm. It's that payola, dude. It's that payola.
He's got to sell some fucking medication, you know? Like, I'm 27, dog. I'm 27. You know what I mean? So you can't think that, you know, like, I understand that you're treating it aggressively now. I understand that shit. But I'm 27. You know what I'm saying? So you don't think that maybe, just maybe, it was the rum and the vodka?
Well, and
the fucking night before? I mean, like, it's been like 12 hours. I'm still kind of fucking drunk.
You're still drunk.
You know what I'm saying?
It could, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Well, he don't make no money off of just rum and vodka. You know.
Yeah, that's not his business.
There's no kickbacks off of that shit, and that's where we're at. That's where we're at with this shit,
right?
And they're all tied together.
And that's another thing is that I went in for a physical, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going in for a checkup. I'm not going in because like I got a pain or you know, like I've had a cough or you know what I'm saying? Like I just went in for a physical just to make sure my shit was good. I had just got insurance. You know, so I wanted to use it.
So you got insurance, you hated your dick, so you went in there. How can I not use my penis for a mad long time?
How can I be depressed? Like, I want to know what depression is like.
What's it like to not have a manhood? Should I tuck my dick between my legs for the rest of the day?
I've heard about chemical castration. I was just wanting to see what that shit was like.
What's that
just
shit?
A little bit.
What's it like just to eat pussy and that's it? You know, like, yo, I feel you on that fucking dick getting hard, not getting hard shit. I had after I broke up with Sonia, because pre-Sonia, I never used condoms because I was poor. Like,
Yeah.
I just didn't. I was poor. You know, like it didn't matter. Like, what are you gonna do? Have a kid with me?
Right.
Good luck, bitch. You know better. You fucking know better.
Straight up. Look at this shirt I got on.
I'm wearing lugs from 7 years ago. Give me a fucking break. Like, so then you know, Sonia and I got together, and that was never condoms. And then I got my job and moved to New York. And dude, New York is like the hookup capital. It's just mad easy to get pussy. Yeah. And I was trying to use a condom and be like responsible, and every time my dick would go soft, and then and it just became this mental block, and then I'd end up banging chicks without the condom to save face every time, and it's an awful feeling. It's an awful feeling when something on your body that's supposed to work shouldn't work, and you know it. And the thing is you got all this anxiety built up too. So your dick is like, my dick was petrified. My dick was petrified. It did not want to come out. It was just, and like, you know, you're trying to get it hard, and then it's like, okay, man, I got to open this condom, get that shit on before it starts dying again. Because as soon as it touches the rubber, it was just dying again. And it got so bad that I literally had to go get Viagra for to use it as training wheels, and I used Viagra for dick as dick training wheels. Yeah. And now I'm good, but
because you were smoking at the time, right?
Yep, smoking. The smoking. It just, guys, like, honestly, believe me, like, if you quit smoking, you'll be able to smash longer. Like your initial little shit might be the same, but it'll stay up for mad longer.
Because it's oxygen. You know what I'm saying? It's oxygen. You want to, the more oxygen that you have in your blood, the more blood flow that you have. You know what I mean? And it goes into your dick. There it is.
We're scientists. We're scientists. But trust us, we're scientists.
We're dick scientists.
I'm a cockologist. That sounded gay.
It
did. That sounded really fucking gay.
You know, even when we say dick scientists, you know what I'm saying? Like, that means it implies that we study dicks.
Well, I mean, if you don't know your own dick, you know what I'm saying?
Experimenting with dicks. No dick other than my own. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Why you qualifying?
I just, just so that cats know, I've done a lot of experimenting with my dick, my own. No other dicks were present.
There you go. Bam. You never had a threesome where you and another dick is in the room?
Well, I've ran like bustos and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they were never. We were never like touching, you know what I'm saying? Like we were never like on the girl like at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It may have been like, you're on the front and I'm on the back.
It was never double penetration.
Yeah.
Which is like just a really, I don't know, dude. Like it's just a really weird thing to do.
If you're touching your dick to another man's dick, I don't care where it's going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're touching your dick to another man's dick.
I mean,
yeah. That's homosexual.
It's a little suspect.
That's homosexual. Okay?
You know what would make it even gayer? If a girl wasn't in the room. But yeah, I'm not gonna call it all the way gay, but it's especially your balls are rubbing against.
That's like when you see porn, man. When you see porn, like, while they're fucking the girl in every hole and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then there's two guys, right, and they're fucking her in every hole, and then the girl will like kiss one of the dudes, or the dudes will kiss, like, bro, she was just sucking his dick.
Well, that's secondhand penis right there.
You know?
It's secondhand dick, right? It's like secondhand smoke.
And that's all good? What?
No, I don't find that all good. I'm just that's what it's called. It's secondhand dick.
Yeah, that ain't good.
I know a guy that like he got caught out. Like, I never told him, but it was at Steve Roach's college, and I was down there visiting him, and This dude got his dick sucked by this chick, and he nutted all up in her mouth and bailed. And then my homeboy went in there and just started making out with her.
Oh.
And everyone was laughing. I'm like, what's so funny? And they were like, she just sucked off Duran or something like that. It was like one of the white girls that just went to college and just fucked every black guy on campus.
Suck dicks.
Yeah, just black dick. That was it.
Well, that was her time to get out and experiment, and you know what I'm saying? And like, she had been sitting at the cut waiting for the day that she could have, her choice and her pick of a variety of black cock.
She got the whole football team ran through her. That shit happened to me, man. I was spitting game to one of these bras, and it was like, the football team already ran through that bitch. And I was just like, man, I'm having to try really hard to bang this chick. Like, if the whole team already bucked her.
You don't play football, bro.
I'm the wrong color. All I had to do was show up with a fucking jersey on and be black, and I could have got some pussy.
You could have did that.
That's the one. Black people got some shitty stereotypes, but that's a good stereotype.
Is what?
That black men are good at fucking.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yo, no one ever complains like, how come people say that?
I can tell you firsthand. I can tell you firsthand, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not on blood pressure medication, you can fuck the shit out of a bitch.
As a black man,
you can fuck the shit out of a
Well, that's the problem. That's and the problem is a lot of black men are dying of strokes and shit like that.
Diabetes, heart disease,
high blood pressure. That's the only thing that's gonna stop them from fucking.
Yeah. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? So that makes you think, like, is it a white plot? You know what I'm saying?
It could be.
Attack on the fucking black dick?
It could be. Mm-hmm. It's like, how can we keep these guys from fucking?
Mm-hmm.
I know. Fried chicken and canned goods.
Newports.
That was my uncle. My uncle was telling me, like, that all the major companies are owned by like similar conglomerates, like all the insurance company, the medical company, food, all that shit is owned by like the same people, and everything helps each other. Everything helps each other. You know what I'm saying? We eat food that makes us sick. You need insurance to get medical treatment, and you got to go get medical. It's like all this. It's like one hand washes the other. It kind of makes you want to fucking die. like it kind of makes you. It's like, fuck, man. Like, Jesus,
no hope.
Yeah, it's really when you. That's why I don't listen to the news or anything, because there's really. It's hopeless, dude. It's like, fuck, man. What do you do?
Like I told you, you know what I mean. Like I had started watching the news a couple of weeks back, and I was getting into it, you know, because I was thinking as an adult, you know,
this is what adults do. You have to be.
You gotta be up on current affairs.
You gotta be informed.
You know,
you gotta know.
But I had to stop, man. I had to stop. One, because it's just it's the same story over and over again. You know, it's about death and loss, and then there's the one story that, you know, means nothing to nobody. But that's what it is. It's murders and, you know, and all this chaos around the world, and, you know.
I stopped watching the news. Just, you know what it was, man? I think it was like my 30th birthday or something like this. Some dude gave me like these 2 conspiracy theory movies. It was like Loose Change and Zeitgeist or something like that. And it put me in a bad mood for 8 months straight. Like, it's basically just tells you. It's just basically like, in a nutshell, you're fucked. That's basically what they're telling you. Like, the government, like, the big business and the government has their hands in everything. The dollar ain't worth shit. The system's set up for you to fucking fail. And it's all stuff that I already kind of believed in as it was.
Yeah.
But, like, just thinking about it I was just depressed and mad. I was upset. I was angry.
Yeah. And you can see documentaries like that. You know what I'm saying? Another one is The Corporation. That shit'll fuck you right the fuck up.
Bro, I see it on Netflix, and I avoid it like the goddamn plague. I'm like, dude, you're not going to tell me anything I don't already believe in. You're only going to give me more facts to back this shit up, and it's going to just piss me off.
Yeah. That's like when I read fucking Behold a Pale Horse, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit had me locked up for a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was fucked up, man.
And the crazy shit about Behold a Pale Horse is like a lot of the motherfucking names he named back in the early 90s was running shit 10 years later.
Straight up. Are still running shit.
Yeah.
Are still running shit, Doug.
Yeah,
you know
he
what
called
I mean?
that shit out.
He put the bushes out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, they needed him to be a conspiracy nut.
He died, too. That motherfucker ended up dead.
Mm-hmm.
We might end up dead off this podcast.
You know? Yeah.
We're exposing motherfuckers.
But see, that's just what I'm saying, man. Like, there's certain things that, you know, like, I'm not a conspiracy nut, but there are certain things where I just can't buy, man. I just can't buy you selling me, you know, because it just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? The JFK assassination to the fucking moon landing, you know what I mean? Like, you can't sell me that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the deal with that. It's like, I can't prove it, disprove, 9/11, all that shit.
Yeah.
I can't, like, all I know is, when is the last time you've ever got the real story from the news? When is the last time they've ever been like, this is what happened, it really went down like this? Like, you just have to question everything. And and then that popular thing, follow the money. Where does it go?
Yeah.
Where's the money go?
Yeah.
Who benefits?
Who benefits? That's what it's about right there.
Who benefits?
You know, what's the motive? You know what I mean? What's the motive? You know, like, you can look at all that shit. You know what I mean? And who profits from it? You know, who stood the most to gain?
Yeah, who ended up doing pretty good,
right?
Well, 9/11, Iraq got fucked up. They had nothing to do with that shit. They was over there chilling.
And then all the shit, you know, like they never come back to it. Like, you know, they never follow up for it. They give you this story, you know, like even on the JFK assassination, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know of people that do believe that Lee Harvey Oswald did it by himself, you know what I mean? Like, regardless of what they've been shown, you know, like,
right.
I can't believe this dude shot the motherfucker by himself. You know what I mean? Like, you've seen the video. Even as grainy as the shit was, the Zapruder film, you know what I'm saying? Like, even as grainy as that shit was, you can see that the motherfucker is not moving if he would have got shot from behind. You know what I'm saying? He gets thrown back. His brains go out the back of his skull onto the fucking.
I didn't know. Yeah, that's what, well, even with that motherfucking the way the motherfucking buildings fall. Science is saying it's not the truth.
Yeah.
But everybody just accepts it as the truth, and then we move forward.
Right.
And you know what? Fuck it. Like, honestly, fuck it.
Why? Because why? There's nothing we can do anyway.
Shit, that doesn't matter.
There's nothing. Even if we bust a motherfucking cold, you know what I'm saying? We got him dead to rights. What the fuck are you going to do?
It doesn't erase the last 10 years.
I got you. See? Now what?
And then if you look at it, too, the ill shit, how long does it take to build a high rise in a major city? How long does it take? 6 months? 8 months? A year? 10 years. 10 years. There's still no Twin Towers. It's an open wound down there in New York. It's like an open wound. And all it does is backs up our foreign policy. You know, man, we got to be over there. Look what happened to us. Look at this fucking hole in the ground, dude.
Remember?
Fucking, come on, man. Give me a goddamn break. It's a fucking, they're leaving an open wound over there to justify our fucking foreign policy and our invading shit for no goddamn reason.
Right.
Whatever, dude. Like, hey, we're here to take over the world, but claim that shit, man.
Yeah.
Claim that shit. Y'all bitches are lying to yourself.
Right. And that was the point that I was trying to make about the fucking moon landing. That's how we operate, man. You know what I'm saying? We move in, we take shit. You know what I mean? We come in and we take shit. We have done it throughout time. Right?
Everybody does it.
Right? We move in, we take shit.
Dog, look at the Romans. Them motherfuckers love the Romans. Like, people talk about the Romans as being the shit. And guess what? They kind of were the shit, but they were fucking people up. They were enslaving people. That's your culture? Fuck your culture.
Right.
Taking your culture, raping your women.
Right.
Fucking, they'll give you heated floors. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you some technology. They'll give you a little trade off. But guess what? We taking these motherfuckers.
We're going to be in control.
Yeah, we're enslaving this shit.
We're going to be in control. Right? That's the way man is, and that's the way man has been since the beginning of time. You know, so you know he can't fucking wait to get out into the universe, you know what I'm saying, and start taking shit and claiming shit. And so if we had been to the fucking moon, we would already be on the moon, you know what I'm saying? We would have the moon. The moon would have the fucking flag on it.
It's like Matt Damon and motherfucking Ben Affleck.
And Good Will Hunting?
Yup. Come on, man. Like, if y'all wrote that shit, you would have wrote another shit. You got one motherfucking script in you? You win an award off of that shit? You got one script in you? Like, give me a goddamn break.
Straight the fuck up. Straight the fuck up.
Nope. That's why I feel like the moon landing didn't happen.
It's bullshit. Don't believe the hype, people.
But guess what? I don't give a fuck one way or another. I don't care. Like, if you say, Jude, you're an idiot, okay, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't give a shit, because guess what? My money's still going in my bank account every 2 weeks.
Yep.
Motherfucking, like, I'm still eating every damn day. Like, nothing stops whether or not people went to the moon. Nothing stops from me whether or not, like, some random motherfuckers took some box cutters and punked on America.
Right. That doesn't affect your world in any kind of way.
I mean, in a way, it probably fucked with, like, my stock prices and shit, and but whatever, dude. Yeah. What am I gonna do?
Like, gas will go up, but it's gonna go up anyway.
They're gonna find a reason to tax you regardless.
It's gonna go up anyway.
That's the crazy shit about gas. Gas prices go up. People stop driving. So gas prices go up because people stop driving. They're like, oh man, we got to, because they'll find a reason to tax you. They're gonna get their money, man. They're gonna get what they need. Oh man, hey man, let's talk about something else, man. This shit like fucking doom and gloom. But just all you guys gotta do is just be happy and try real hard. You know what I'm saying? Play on your little PlayStation.
That's all you do.
Do like the J-Man. Hide your head in the sand. Wait for a revolution. Hide your head in the sand. Wait for a revolution.
That's right.
I'm not starting that shit. I used to be that guy at my job during the. It would be like, I did this. I don't know how many times I've done this shit. Yeah, we'd be at the job. Some shit would be fucked up. Man, it's bullshit how they got us working here with no masks on and this, that, and the third. Then when it's time for like a company meeting, anybody got anything to say? I stand up. It's bullshit how y'all got us working in here with no masks on around this shit. Am I right, guys?
Crickets.
Guys, am I right? Hello. And next thing I know, I'm working in the motherfucking attic somewhere. They got me working underneath the factory, and everyone else got their own shit. I'm tired. I'm not standing up for nobody anymore. I'm not doing it. Because half these motherfuckers are bitches.
Yeah.
Remember, when you was working with Steve?
Yeah, Starbucks.
At Starbucks.
Yeah.
Steve is one of the most self-righteous. I love him, but I love Steve, but Steve is a self-righteous motherfucker.
Let's talk about it.
He's always, and this is some bullshit, and that's racism, and the government this, and that, and the third. Then what happened? Tell me what happened.
Now, when the time came, when all right, for the longest time, I was the only black dude working. I was the only black cat working at Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? And then they had several different managers, but they brought in this gay manager. There were several gay managers, but
there's one that sucks dick really.
They
good.
love gay managers at fucking Starbucks. Let me tell you that right now.
Is that so? Why
they love? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you go into many, especially out here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you go into many Starbucks, dog, there's a lot of gay managers. You know? I don't know why. Maybe Howard Schultz is gay. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
You call them ganagers?
Gaynagers? But anyway, the dude, so I'm on the line one day, he had already had a problem with me, you know what I mean? But I'm on the line one day. I've been working here 2 years wearing my hat the same way. You know
How
what
do
I'm
you
saying?
wear it?
Just cocked to the side a little bit.
Just a little with a little tilt.
Little bob. I am a brother, you know what I'm saying? Just little cock to the side. He comes over to me. The regional manager was in and said something to him, and so he comes over to me. And he's like, Ross, he said something to me about the Frappuccinos first, but he was like, and I need you to straighten your hat out. This isn't Homieville. So
this isn't Homieville, next to Fried Chicken Junction.
So
in Newportopolis.
I'm there for like another minute. You know what I'm saying? Another minute, and then I thought about it. I'm like, nah, man, fuck that. I walk off the line. And I tell him, I'm like, let me holler at you in the office. You know what I'm saying? And I get back there and I told him, I'm like, yo, man, I didn't appreciate that Homieville shit. I don't know where the fuck Homieville is. You know, like, you tell me where's that? Well, I'm sorry you took offense. Like, why wouldn't I take offense to that, man? Why would I take offense? What is Homieville? What do you mean by that?
That's like you walking up to him and be like, I'm gonna need you to not wear these pastel colors and these tight ass pants. This ain't up the assholeopolis, my dude. No. You know what I said to him, I said, man, what if I had came to you and said like, yo, man, you can't be walking like this. This ain't Fag Town, right? And he's like, well, Ross, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm not trying to get into this with you, you know. But since we're back here, he wants to talk to me about my attendance. You know what I'm saying? like, bro, we can talk about that whenever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go back out of line. I just wanted to get that clear with you. You know, I don't want to sit back here with you now. You're trying to throw some shit in my face because I caught you in some Homieville shit. How was your attendance?
You know, like he was talking about me getting people to cover my shifts. I was sick, right? This was that year where I had chronic bronchitis. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was coughing and vomiting and shit.
So, but you got people to cover your shifts. I got
people to cover my shifts.
So it's not a problem.
Right? It wasn't like I was coming in late or, or leaving work early or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to talk about some shit because I bust him on the Homieville shit.
Yeah, it's like a good sometimes the best defense is a good offense. You just got to be offensive. You got to switch it up. You know? It's like what bitches do. They flip-flop the shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you always come late. Your mama don't like me.
Straight up.
My mom likes you. Suddenly you fucking forgot about you always showing up late.
Like, what the fuck's that got to do with anything? But anyway,
that's when you know when you know you won the argument too. When they got to switch it up like that.
When they go to some bullshit,
it's like you already
some
won.
bullshit. Like, okay, gotcha.
Yep.
But long story short. Like I was thinking about like filing suit and things like this, or like going to the union or starting a union and
the Starbucks union,
which they do have, right? Which they do have.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah, they do have, but it's a bunch of fired motherfuckers.
No one actually still works at Starbucks in the Starbucks union.
No, if they find out that you're in a union or you're starting a union or you're talking about union shit, they'll let you go.
Oh,
They'll put you out of there, right? Because they don't want shit like that.
That happened to my mom. She was working at a wood mill, and it's like motherfuckers are losing their fingers all the time. Like, you just chopping wood the whole time, and I think she was getting $7 an hour, $8 an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
And they tried to do a union. My mom was one of the first people to do it. They fucking showed like all these anti-union movies talking about how the factory would leave if they unionized, and then they voted on it, got shot down, and then guess what happened to my mom?
She got canned.
Yeah, she got let go. She got let. They don't play that shit, dog.
No, they don't want motherfuckers organizing.
Nah, bro.
On any front, But back to our friend Steve. who is all about that. He's he's a fucking Marxist. He's a communist. He's
I mean, honestly, the fact that it always tripped me out, the fact that he worked at fucking Starbucks. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even saying Starbucks is a bad company, but what it represents is kind of like big business. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like this giant corporation.
They try to put their shit out there like they're about the community and.
Well, I think it's pretty cool they give healthcare to motherfuckers and shit like that, don't they? I mean,
that is. You know what I'm saying?
They're not the worst company ever.
No, not at all. You know what I mean? They just have there's just certain bullshit policies. I just would see him
working at a co-op or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, tutoring black kids.
For a long time.
I wouldn't picture him tutoring Mexicans and teaching them how to read or some shit. Not working at Starbucks. That's all.
For a long time, they were they give tips there, right? You get tips there, and then they pull the tips, and for the long time, man, managers were taking some of those tips,
which is illegal.
up to the assistant manager position were taking tips, and that shit was illegal, and they got sued over it and blah blah blah.
Bro, they do that shit especially out here in Cali. They do the craziest tip pooling, and they give it to all these people that don't matter, that don't qualify. And the big reason is it's because half these motherfuckers working are illegal, dude. Mm-hmm. Like they're illegal and they got no rights. So they're like, oh yeah, sure, we'll tip this guy, tip that guy, all on your dime. Like that shit didn't fly. That didn't fly back in Michigan, dog. You couldn't get away with that shit.
Right, all right, just handing out tips and you're not doing shit for it.
Yeah, because I know English and I know that they don't get that money, bro. Right. You know what I mean? Like, but out here, they'll gut you.
Yeah,
they'll gut you, boy. Anyway, so go ahead.
So our friend, like I said, he's all about that shit. He talks about it all day, every day. This is what he does. But when I brought this situation to him, he wanted no part of it. He wanted no part of it. He had no. Man, I think you should just let it go. Let it go. But I think I got a case here. I think there's something I can say about this is supposed to be a zero tolerant. You know what I mean? A discrimination company. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you should let it go. It's like, all right, yeah, all right, cool. When I wanted to walk out, walk out. He wasn't going. He wasn't
gonna be no walkout.
Nah, he wasn't gonna try to do that.
And that's why I fuck with Jack Kevorkian, bro. Cause that motherfucker says I'm gonna do some shit, does the shit, and then goes to jail for doing the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking G. We don't got a lot of those anymore. It's and I'm not one of them either. As much shit as I disagree with, I'm not fucking trading in. I'm not trading in ketamine benders, blowjobs, motherfucking Netflix, driving around in my car. I'm not trading none of that shit in to stand up for any of that shit that I'm against.
Yeah,
fuck that.
But I think if you found the right cause, you know what I'm saying, and if it directly affected you, then you'd have something to say about it. But
what cause is gonna fucking?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you haven't found it yet. I haven't found it either.
They can search my house, right? They can go to my crib and search it. They can fucking. They're violating my privacy. They can violate your privacy anytime. Like, how much more dick do you want in you? Before you're like, hey, stop this shit. They're fucking, according to Loose Change, they're illegally taxing me.
That's like cats were just complaining about Gmail, because Gmail goes through or can go through your emails. You know what I mean? Like they didn't know that their shit wasn't private.
People didn't know that their
Gmail
wasn't private.
their Gmail wasn't private?
Bro, ain't nothing free. You thought Gmail was just like, hey man, we not doing anything, so why don't you come over here and you could just use the fuck out of our shit,
right? And we can't look through your shit
for no reason.
And it says it in the terms and conditions. Cats never read shit like that, but
I know I don't.
You know, like I never have time to on everything. You know
I fuck around, probably signed over my soul or some shit like that over an app and not even knowing that shit.
Right. But that's what it is, man. And that's why they make it like that. They know everybody's not going to sit down and go through their fucking terms and conditions. Then you don't know what you're agreeing to.
Well, yeah. And honestly, like, what do you expect? You think motherfuckers are just doing shit just to be doing it?
Right.
Like, oh man, yeah, shit, man. I ain't got nothing else to do with all my time and money. Why don't I come up with some shit that you guys can use for nothing?
Let me provide some technology, for you. Just
what do you want
make
in
your
return?
life easier.
Nothing. Just
all good.
Just to know that you can send an email, send a dick pic to your fucking ex-coworker. That's all.
I just want to smile. That's it. That's all I want.
I don't need to see it. I just want to. I just need to know that it's that the capabilities are there.
That's it, man. Like all over the net and all over the time of the net. You know what I'm saying? Like cats have privacy issues, or they have problems with the privacy issues. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, man, nothing is private online.
They had to shut down some new shit in Brazil, where it was like you could track. It was called boyfriend tracker. I don't know what it was called, some other shit in Portuguese, but like you could track numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I could track you if I wanted to.
Straight up, like what?
There's
track my phone activity or where I'm at.
I can track where you're at based on your phone activity. I can shoot you a motherfucking, like shoot you a call, see where the fuck you at, and track your ass.
Straight up.
That's the shit I was talking about being afraid of when you was like, these iPhones are awesome.
Yo, but that's what it is. I mean, and it's perspective, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I look at shit like that and I feel safe. You know what I mean? Like I feel like, okay, if I lose my shit or I get robbed from my shit, I'll get you.
See, I'm the opposite, because it's like I don't like. And I already know that if someone had any computer savvy right now, they could find me. Right? They know. I don't like that.
You have an iPhone, right? They know where you're at, bro.
I don't like that.
They do.
I know. That's why I don't like. Sometimes I just want to turn the shit off. Like I'm like, fuck, dude.
And then you got the find friend, the find my iPhone shit on here already. Do you use any of that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I use, bro.
But that's like we've you can find a cat. You can find a cat. Like if you were on my find a friend, you know what I'm saying? Like I could find myself to you, just like directions.
Find myself to you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could find you. Like I could just like the directions on the map app.
But see, that's something
like I
where
can lead myself to you.
That's something where two people agree on. This shit is like you don't agree on this shit.
Right. I don't know about it, right?
Yeah, I can be like
That's some bullshit.
They had to take it away. They had to take that shit away. And really,
and it was an app.
Yeah. If it's that deep, if it's really that deep, just leave the person. You know what I mean? Like, is it that crazy? Or maybe just come to terms with the fact that they're fucking someone else. Like, if you and if you're gonna stay with them anyway, regardless, just come to terms with the facts of that shit. Like, if it's that deep where you have to get an application to fucking track a loved one.
Yeah, that where it's that deep. You know what I mean?
Dog,
my girl locates me all the time, man.
Well, your girl's crazy.
I know.
And she would use the fuck out of that.
And that's what it is. I've had to come to terms with that.
But here's the thing. She'll never leave you.
I know.
So it doesn't like that's what I don't get. Like
and that's the thing though. Again, perspective, right? Like I'm not worried about her locating me. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about her killing me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing you got to think about with who I'm married to.
Well, yeah, but here's the deal. This is the problem right here. anyone that's got your phone number can use that shit. So all your little groupie friends, any one of these little fucking assholes that you meet at the goddamn club whose number you exchange, suddenly they have intimate knowledge of where the fuck you're at, and that's a problem.
Yeah, and it gives them another dip into your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, cats are already doing that, man. They're already tracking your movements on Facebook. They're already tracking your shit on Instagram and on Twitter and how you rotate.
I get it, but that's like some powerful motherfucker that doesn't have time for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, hey, I know that they're doing that, but guess what? They got bigger fish to fry. I don't pose any threat.
No. When I'm saying they, I'm not talking about like Big Brother or some shit. I'm talking about your people.
My people
you know
ain't tracking me. I'm
talking
got
about
none
your
of my
people.
shit.
I'm talking about your people. Like the more information that you put out there, you know what I mean. Like when you get tagged in pictures, when you get
well, that's what I'm saying.
When they check you in, check you in and shit.
I don't
you know what I'm
allow
saying?
that shit.
But and I'm speaking
right.
in general. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't
I'm not
do
saying
it.
Just you. You know. Like,
not the kid.
But yeah, you know what I mean. Like, dog, like, you know. Cats are watching you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so free with our fucking information, man. You know what I mean? Like the shit that we're doing on Twitter. I'm not saying you. You know, I'm not saying me. You know, I'm not on any of that shit right now. But you know, cats giving like daily or minute by minute updates on what they're doing, where they're going, who they're with.
Yo,
you know?
Chico's the homie, but she is always, every time I'm with her ass, she's
checking you in,
letting people know right where the fuck I'm at. Right. And just on principle, I don't need people to know where I'm at all the fucking time. And 9 times out of 10, I'm at the fucking crib anyway. But still, it's just like, man, they don't need to know that. And she's perfectly fine. She's like perfectly comfortable in this world that we live in. You know what I mean? And she probably has a healthier way of looking at things. Because it's not like, the only way that you're not going to have this happen is get you a landline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it. Get a landline. That's the only, and don't have a cell phone. And then they can't track you.
Yeah. But, man, we're so fucking far removed from that now. You know what I mean? Like, where shit has changed. Like, even being off of social networks, man, it's like weird to me now. You know what I'm saying? Like earlier today, I told you I called my cousin, but I had to leave a voicemail at first, and it's been a while since I've had to leave a voicemail. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause usually I just text somebody, you know, but it was awkward. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what to say. Like, what's the etiquette here now? Yeah, this is Ross, and my number is this, and if you can call me back at your earlier convenience. Like, you know what I mean? I got all business and shit.
To your cousin.
Yeah. You know?
You're like, hello, I'm Ross. I came out of a similar vagina as you.
We are blood relatives.
My father ejaculated in my mother, and your father ejaculated in my mother's sister, so please call me.
Yeah, and if you get back with me...
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, the classic story of my fucking cousin that wouldn't talk to me on the phone. Like,
yeah.
So you're someone that's grown up in this, and now you don't even know how to fucking do it anymore.
Right. That's how removed we're becoming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like we get so far into doing these things, we don't realize how far we're getting away from where we started.
I'm just saying, don't forget, man. Do not forget. You know, you can't forget.
Like that picture. I don't know if I sent that to you, but somebody had sent me a picture where it said I don't know, all these kids complaining about not having iPhones. You know, when I was a kid, we all shared one phone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's the truth, man. You know what I mean? Like, we don't even think about that shit anymore. You know, we don't even think about, most motherfuckers don't even have landlines anymore.
Well, this is gonna be successful to me. My success is where I can just get rid of a cell phone and fucking just not like be good, and I don't need, it's not tied to money, no shit like that. I don't have a cell phone. I get rid of that shit and I'm good.
You can't do that. How are you gonna do that?
My sister did it. My little sister doesn't have a cell phone.
Yeah, but doesn't she like has a farm and shit? And right? Like, she's living off the land, or, you know, like she knows how to do it.
That's what I'm saying. I can do that. Like, I want to get to that point where I don't have a fucking cell phone. That is one of my goals. I think that's a good goal.
Good luck. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm just saying good luck, man. You know, because I think, you know, like not knowing how your little sister got there, but you know, I'm sure that you know, she really didn't join the smartphone revolution, or, you know what I mean? Like,
nah, she never fucked with that shit. But that's what I'm saying.
Did she ever have a cell phone?
Yeah, she had a cell phone. She got rid of it. Yeah. And here's the deal: if I need to get in touch with her, I can call her at the crib, and if it's that deep, I'll call her at the job. Mm-hmm. Like, and that's kind of the case for most people. And
she got an answering machine.
Yep, she got an answering machine. It's just like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We were able to survive.
We went a long time
for 30,000 years without these little computers in our pocket. This is new. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the idea that we need it so much is kind of preposterous.
And that's the thing, though, dog. Since the beginning of time, you know, we've been about is making things faster. You know what I'm saying? And creating things, you know, that were more immediate. You know what I mean? We're all about immediacy.
The thing is like the speed and how easy things are is actually leading to our sadness. Mm-hmm. We don't fucking. I think I was talking to you about that the other day. It was like how I was real high on ketamine, and I started doing my own dishes, which I'd never do my dishes. I never clean up my house. Mm-hmm. Either someone does it for me. I pay somebody to do it for me. Rachel, my sister, does the dishes most of the time.
Yeah.
And it was just like this. I had this peace. Like, I know it sounds weird. I had this calm, and it was almost a meditative process, and it was like this. It was a ritual of cleaning. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it was like, it was also instant gratification. These are dirty. I washed them. They're clean now.
Right.
I've done it.
You felt accomplished after you did it.
Yeah, we don't have anything to accomplish anymore.
Yeah.
Half these on the coast, nobody. I'm not talking about Middle America. On the coast, nobody fucking mows their own lawn.
Right.
No one does their own yard work. You don't have to get up even to turn the television.
Yeah.
Half your fucking half the food you make is damn near already made for you. Like, we don't do shit anymore.
Right.
So where are we getting our happiness? Where is our feeling of accomplishment?
Yeah.
And let's be real. Most you motherfuckers out there, jobs don't matter. Mm-hmm. You got some old made up ass job. Who actually does 8 hours worth of work at their job?
Right.
None of y'all motherfuckers.
And that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying is, like, we're not going in the other direction.
But that's what I'm saying. The direction we're going into is leading us to fucking sadness. And we're not going. It's not changing.
No, it's not changing.
It's not changing.
We're not going to deviate at all.
But one should be aware. That's all I'm saying. One should be aware. One should understand.
Yeah.
Because
and that's you know who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the cat, Doug, where I've started putting my phone in the other room. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be on it. I want to be away from it. I'm coming off of social networks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to chill. Like, I just had that birthday. You know what I mean? And it felt good just to have the 10 or 15 people that hit me on my phone. You know what I'm saying? That just text me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like the mob on fucking Facebook or Twitter, or a bunch of people that I don't know. Not that I don't appreciate that for the people that did hit me, and I hit them back. But I'm just saying, like, it. It kind of did take me back, like, I remember when just my friends would hit me.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, a friend of a friend just died, and they're fucking posting R.I.P. on the guy's fucking page. It's just like, it's corny. Like, he's dead. He can't see that. He's fucking dead, man.
Right.
What does that accomplish?
And that's the new memorial. You know what I'm saying? The new memorial is like their Facebook page and shit like that. That's why they keep them going. You know? I know, but
who's that for?
It's what it is.
Who's that for? So the mom can count how many RIPs are up there, and that's the value of that's the value of your child. Yeah. Oh, my kid died, and he got 20 RIPs. He was well liked.
He was, people love him.
That shit.
Just as like as many people show up for the funeral, or things like that.
That's what I'm saying. This is the difference. For me to write RIP on somebody's goddamn fucking Facebook takes nothing.
Right.
I'm not even writing out rest in peace.
Right.
I don't even it takes nothing. Nothing. I can RIP any fucking buddy from my phone with my thumb. It means nothing.
Yeah.
So their little fucking token of sadness, it means dick.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Took them nothing out of their day to do.
It doesn't.
It's not even respectful.
Most times when cats are RIPing motherfuckers on things like that, they don't know them. You know what I'm saying? And they want to be the first motherfucker to RIP somebody.
It's their own selfish way to fucking put up I
had this information first.
Or like, oh, maybe you can pay attention to me too.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting.
I can get something off of it.
You're getting attention from someone's death.
Yeah. That's
You're getting attention from someone's death, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. That's where I live.
Stop trying to exploit death.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. All right. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
But yeah, that's for real, man.
That's for really.
That's for really.
That is for really show. I gotta tell you, I had a couple. I had some relatives that were like kind of like I just didn't really like the way they. I just didn't like. I don't know. I just didn't like the way they incorporated Facebook with the death of my grandma. You know what I mean? It was just like. It felt more like it was like instead of honoring her, look at my Facebook. I got pictures of her up. I don't say shit about it. That's my grandma. I love her. It's my own personal. I got my own personal relationship with her, and maybe they got their own little personal shit too.
Yeah.
But I didn't see him up at the hospital a lot. I'll tell you that. I didn't.
Right.
I didn't see her. I was up there a lot. I didn't see a lot of these motherfuckers up there, but they sure the hell did have their fucking rest in pieces and all that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
that's to speak to the times, man. You know what I mean? Like we're getting away from that. We're getting away from that. Like we're not. We're more likely to just RIP a motherfucker online and not show up at their funeral. Asking a motherfucker like, "Hey, how was the funeral? Like, it was good. Why weren't you there?"
You knew him well enough to RIP on his fucking wall. You live in the same city, right?
You know what I'm saying?
In these people's defense, they were at the funeral, but it's just like it's one has to question motives after a while. Yeah. It's like, what are your motives? Why are you doing this shit? Like, what are your motives for that?
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's like people just want to, and these are the same people that are like, went to the doctors, bad news, ...
Right. And then,
what was the news? Why did you go to the doctor?
Right.
Like, get a fucking life.
I don't really want to talk about it here.
Jesus Christ. I hope it's terminal,
I've seen shit
bitch.
like that, man.
Yeah.
I've seen shit like that. I've seen like motherfuckers like put up some bullshit like that, and then when motherfuckers cut in, what happened? What's going on? I don't really want to go into it. What the fuck you put it up here for? Because you want somebody to give you some attention on some bullshit.
And that's the crazy thing for me. It's hard for me to like just working in that's the thing. It's like being such a public person, like you motherfuckers think I'm telling you everything. I'm not telling you. I'm telling you the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
You're not seeing all of Jude. You're seeing a part of fucking Jude. You're not seeing my whole family. You're seeing what the fuck I decide for you to see. Mm-hmm. And I gotta keep something for myself.
Yeah.
Because fuck you guys. What I like honestly, I like the fans, but what really, what are you bringing? What are you putting up there? What are What are you giving up to get all this info on me?
Yeah. Like what is the
you click
the
a fucking download? Right. You know what I'm saying?
What is the trade-off?
Sirius costs you 50 cents a fucking day to listen to me? Fuck you. You know, like
they'll like your shit though, man. They'll like your shit. They'll dumb up your YouTube videos, and they'll comment on your shit. But like understand this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the cats that are coming into this technology, they're the young, and so they're born into it. You know what I mean? So you can't tell them that they're wrong or that that they're not living right, because it's the only way they know. You know what I mean? It's not the way we came up. We came up without this shit. So that's what it is. I don't think it's right or it's wrong. I think like we come from a different world, just like we were talking about with that rap shit.
My world is right. They're soulless fucks, and I stand by that. You're
like,
I'll deal with them, but like my world is right.
In your world, that's what it is. In their world, that's not what it is. It's something completely different, man. They look at that shit as that's okay. They look at it as putting their private information up there or your private information up there, and it's all good.
I guess. You want to do another one of these?
Yeah. We'll
drop this one
2 today.
Yeah, let's drop this. We can even drop this one. You want to drop it tomorrow and then drop another one, or you want to just wait till Monday?
What
do you think?
We'll decide.
If you want to email us, if you got any questions, concerns, you need advice, any of that shit, because as you can tell, Ross and I are both scientists and extremely intelligent.
Yes, we are.
He's never graduated from high school, and it took me 5 years to get out.
I have a penitentiary GED, so pretty much anything you ask me, I have an answer for.
We're pretty smart, guys.
Okay, there it is.
That is for really show
how much time do we got? Because we do have a couple questions.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we do have a couple questions.
Well, go ahead. Let's answer some questions.
Let me pull these sons of bitches up.
I wish you were more prepared.
Yo.
Wait, pull those up. I gotta take a piss.
Okay, do that. If I was getting paid for this shit, maybe I'll. I ain't on a fucking All Out show. A second. I don't want you cats to just listen to silence, so I'll just hum for a second. I ain't gonna do that to you. Hold on a second. Okay, we got questions. Is there a question in there? Okay. That must be some of Jude's people right there. So, thanks.
Oh, by the way, listening to you try to talk. That last podcast when I had to hop on the horn with the psychiatrist or psychologist.
Yeah,
you had to talk.
It was awkward, wasn't
it? And here's another interesting thing about Gene Hackman. I was like, hell no. I was in the car laughing my ass off. Like, yeah, shit sucks, doesn't it? You get used to it, but at first it sucks. It's like anyone out there, there's no one to validate my thought.
It's not normal. You know, I talk to myself all the time anyway. You know what I mean? But like, not for anybody to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That used to be I'd be walking home from work, replaying arguments in my head. Like, and it must have looked crazy as hell. No, bitch, well, fuck you. No. Bitch, that's why your daddy gay. You know what I mean? Like, your fag ass dad. Like, in my brain, that was what was going. Like, I would do that a lot, but not anymore. I've outgrown it. You got the questions?
Yeah, I'm going through them right now. I mean, we got a lot of mail.
For
and
real? I gotta start checking that shit.
Yeah, you probably should. I mean, you talking about me and what I do.
I got another job, man.
Okay, here's a question.
All right, go ahead.
All right, this is from Adam out of Pittsburgh.
Adam is the man. I got more honeys than a hive.
I would like to hear the story of how, where, and when you two met. What did you do the first time you hung out? How did you guys feel about each other? I don't know. Was it?
Well, I was attracted to him. Fuck is that?
Was it an instant friendship, or were you? You meant Adam, or were you two kind of like, I don't really know about this dude over here? If it is an interesting story, if not, disregard the email.
I think I met you at Jamal's.
Was that it?
It was Jamal's house, I want to say. I always get this confused, but I think it was at Jamal's house, and you and Dave were there. And Jamal's house. Jamal had the party house because his dad was gay. He had a gay daddy named
and
Bruce.
He didn't live there.
No, because we lived in government subsidized. So I'm guessing that Jamal's rent was probably like $25-$30 a month. You know what I mean? Like it was like that. Like my aunt was paying like $18 a month to live over there.
Straight the fuck up.
Oh yeah, if you were broke enough, it would go all the way down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, it was subsidizing the motherfucker.
And
so.
it was good over there. It was nice over there.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, it was nice. Real nice actually for subsidized. So Jamal's dad was never there, and that was just the party house. Like, his dad would give him like 5 TV dinners, a pack of hot dogs, a box of cereal, and some milk, and just leave him there for days. Like Jamal would be 12, 13 years old, and we was always partying over there. And I just remember, I think we were probably fucking getting drunk or some shit.
That is what, like, cause it was cause Dave knew. I had just really met Dave.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And Dave, I went to fucking Kennedy with Jamal, right? And Dave was going over to Jamal's, and he asked if I could come along. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where that started.
You guys were funny though, because I remember we was downstairs chilling on the couches and shit. I think it was just you and Dave were clowning, and you were running upstairs. Like, you'd run upstairs and grab props and shit, and you'd be like, stop. And you'd have, like, a clock and then a hammer. You'd be like, hammer time. You know, like, you just kept doing that shit, and I was dying. I was like, this guy, man, he's probably the funniest gay black guy I ever met. Like, for being a black homosexual guy, he is pretty funny. No, but I just,
Yo, no, cause you know that was all we fucking did at that time was just crack jokes.
Yeah, clown mode.
You know what I'm saying? Like just all day, every day.
That's why I always said that shit too about your rapping. It was like, man, like you don't crack jokes in your raps or anything, and you're like funny. Like you were like, you were fucking dog. All we did was clown.
Yeah. But I man, you know, it's a trade off that you make in rap. You know what I'm saying? Because if you clown, and I've told you this before, but like if you clown, they take you as a clown. You know what I'm saying? And then it's hard to get out of that box. You know. But you know, and then at the same token, you know what I mean? Like you do serious shit all the time, then you can't get into the clown box. You know. But.
I don't think you should let anyone put you in the corner or the box.
Right.
You do whatever you want to do, bro.
Well, as I've gotten older, you know what I mean? Like I've changed it up, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna, you know, like I haven't gotten like really silly, you know what I mean? That's why like I do shit like this, you know what I'm saying? To like, you know, to let that other side out.
Yeah, but if you were funny on here, it'd be awesome.
Right? Or what if I started rapping on here? Wouldn't that be? What if I brought you a verse every week, right? Wouldn't that be the shit right there?
Verses from the Scylla. God, that's a good idea. You should definitely do that.
Yeah, let me see if there's another question, man. No, like I like to compartmentalize, man. You know what I'm saying, and separate shit. You know, that's why I'm doing this. You know, so I can give cats another side of what I do, you know, or what I am.
Who I am,
gay black motherfucker. So I didn't tell you the side.
You didn't say my shit. I was
no, like yo,
I was on the bomb first shit. Go ahead.
I didn't. You know, like I thought you was a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I could tell you didn't think too much of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I didn't have much. I had a low self-esteem.
Yeah,
man.
you did. Yeah, you did. And I could tell that about you. You know what I'm saying?
How could you tell?
You know, just like you'd get awkward when girls would come around and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, because you would think like, you know, like, oh, they're not gonna want to fuck with me anyway, so why try? You know what I'm saying?
I did used to be like that. It was really hard for me to like overcome that fear, man. Like it was this fear of rejection. And the way I did it was probably not the most healthy way, but the way I overcame that fear of rejection was I just totally discounted women. I was like, fuck her, she's a dumb bitch anyway.
Yeah.
And I was able to approach women because I thought they were beneath me. And if they rejected me, they didn't matter because they were just dumb fucking bitches, which I don't agree with anymore. But that's how I got over my fear of
rejection
girls.
And shit.
That's how I got over my fear of girls.
But if you look at it, man, that was why like I would always try to include you in shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when Dave and I called ourselves being the troublemakers in the rap crew, like, you know, even though you had never DJ'd or anything, like you'll be the DJ. You know what I'm saying? It's like
right.
I would do shit like that, you know, just, you know, like, yo, man, you know, you got a lot to offer. You know a lot about music more than, you know, any of us do. You're always on the hip shit. You got, you know, but I told you this, that I didn't figure this out until later on in life, like, you know, why you had such the CD collection that you did and you never had any fucking money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, because I used to shoplift that shit.
It never made any sense. Like, you know, he's got like the craziest CD collection, but he wears the same shirt every day. He's got on that same red sweatshirt every day, but he's got 400 fucking CDs. You know?
I used to steal the fuck out of CDs from the homies. From my friends worked at the store. Like I knew everybody that worked there, but I never let them know I was stealing from them.
Yeah,
they didn't own the place, so whatever. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel totally awful about it. But I used to go to Record Time in Rochester and fucking just grab shit, walk out. You know, I was really into shoplifting back in the day.
Yeah,
because I wanted things, you know, and I didn't want to. I wasn't opposed to working for it. Like I actually tried to get jobs. I was actively trying to get jobs all the time.
Yeah.
I just wasn't getting work.
Yeah, and Doug, you know, I know. You know what I'm saying? Like you get into that shit and you start doing it, and you don't get caught for it. You know what I mean? Then it escalates. You get deeper with it. You know?
Every now and again, something will be in me to steal, but it's not because I need to steal. It's because this fucking line is too long or some shit, and I'm like, man, I could just
take this.
I could
put
just
this
walk
in my
out
pocket
with this shit right now. You know what I mean? But I don't. But every now and again, I'm like, man, like fuck waiting in this line.
Yeah.
So
you haven't stole anything as an adult?
Besides like music off the internet and shit, nah. I'm never like. I bought stolen goods, but it's just, to be honest with you, it would be way too embarrassing to get caught stealing. Like it's just not. Whatever I can steal, it's not worth the shame. The payoff, like the risk reward, is not worth it.
Yeah.
It's just too shameful to get caught shoplifting as a fucking 30-year-old.
Yeah, that wouldn't look good.
That's for 15-year-olds and 70-year-olds.
Yeah. I was just about to say that. When you get old enough, you know, then you can get back to stealing.
Yeah. Other than that,
all old people still.
Yeah, it's like Like, remember when Winona Ryder got caught stealing? That shit was embarrassing, man. I was embarrassed.
Yeah, that wasn't a good look. And they still haven't let that go.
Exactly.
Yeah. They still haven't let that go. You ever seen an old cat steal something in like the store?
No, I never have.
Oh, I've seen them. Just like slipping shit in their pockets. Like, you do it, man.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You know,
get it, man.
What the fuck? You know, it's like, whatever, dog. I made it this far. Fuck this store. Like, I get it. I understand. You probably want some excitement in your old ass life. And you know they don't do shit with them trinkets. Like, what are you gonna do with all that lip balm?
No. Right? They just want to have it. You know, but that's it though. Adam, yeah, we clicked from day one, man, but never in a homosexual way.
Yep. I used to ride the bike over to the crib. We go hang out. Yeah. Smoke weed, a lot of weed smoking, a lot of drinking.
I stole my first and only car with this dude.
Fried egg sandwiches at Ross's house.
You know, like Jude used to be a portly fellow, and so he would come over and eat my leftovers all the time.
Well, I didn't really, that shit was delicious.
So we're rapping, and there it is. This is the For Really Show. I am Ross, he is Jude, and you gonna hit the button?
What button?
The button that ended, so I can get the last word. And
you mean the last word button?
The last word, and we're going in. There it is, and there, and we are.